Okay, Jackson. So, going over your swing, I think you do some things well. I like your path. So right now it's pretty flat. We could probably get it to be slightly more up through the ball, and we'll adjust that a little bit. But the biggest thing I want to work on with you is just getting your body in a better position, get loaded a little bit more so that you can create some more bat speed and some exit speed. So what you do right now is when you go to hit, you start to pull back a little bit, but your swing for me is just a little bit out of sequence. What I mean by that is typically what you want to see is as you start to stride forward, you're going to pull back kind of this way. Okay, so if you think about it like a slingshot, like an elastic, right? You put the elastic around your thumb, you're going to pull back, stretch the band, and then shoot it. Or with the slingshot, you're going to pull the band back, stretch it, and shoot it. So anything you do, there's always going to be some type of pulling back action. A bow and arrow, you pull back, shoot it. When you throw, your hand goes back, your arm goes back as you start to stride forward. It's the same thing with hitting, and although you move just a little bit back, your upper body gets involved before your lower body. And what you really want is the lower body to turn, which turns the upper body, which turns the bat. That's how you create a really good swing sequence, so you'll pick up more bat speed. And because you don't pull back as much, you can see that this starts to want to go before this ever turns. So your upper body just beats your lower body just a little bit to the punch. And so you're not able to create as much bat speed as you really want. I call it like a little bit of a pushier swing. And so to fix it, it's actually pretty easy. We just got to get you to pull back a little bit more and a little bit longer so that it allows this to kind of start to go before this does. Okay, I don't think it'll be really tough, and I think you're going to make some pretty good jumps in exit velocity and bat speed just by doing that little bit. Okay, and it's also going to help your bat path. It's going to get you in the zone a little bit deeper, so that you're, in the earlier you can get in the zone, the longer you can stay there. Now you've got this really big area to impact the ball. Instead of when you do it like this, you're going to be just a little bit. You're going to enter a little bit later, a little bit more out front. And then the last thing is just making sure that you're striding straight. Sometimes you'll cut yourself off, you'll stride in a little bit. But overall, pretty good. We're just going to work on, we'll get you loaded up a little bit better, pulled back a little bit more. I think it's going to really help you. And then Stanley, couple things for you. And we've already started kind of before this video was even shot, started to work on getting you to launch back a little bit with your upper body. We were doing that at fall ball practice. So what I want to do, we still got to work on, your path right now is still a little bit down. And the way we're really going to fix that and to be able to get you to be a little bit more slightly up through the ball is with your upper body and how you're kind of getting ready to hit. So what you're doing right now, and we've been kind of working on this also at fall ball, is trying to pull back a little bit better. But watch what you do. When you pick your foot up to move, your move to get ready to hit isn't so much to pull back, but it's to kind of push your hands up and out away from you. So instead of getting pulled back here, you're just kind of pushing your hands out this way more. And so when you start to go, you're just not in a great position to be inside the ball and also be on path. So you're kind of getting out away from you, and then you still are going to be down a little bit too much. So on most of the readings of blast motion got, you were negative bat path, so you were slightly down through the ball. And just remember, the pitcher's throwing from an elevated mound over him to a catcher that's squatted. So the ball is going to always come in slightly down. And so you want to try to match that plane as much as you can. The more you can match it, the earlier you can match it, then you're able to make, your consistency will go way up because you're in the zone for much longer. But also you'll be able to square the ball up more. If the ball's coming slightly down like this, you don't want to swing at it like that. Then you only have this little tiny area to kind of impact the ball squarely, right? So if I'm on path with it the whole time, I'm going to be able to impact it much more squarely, right? I'm going to square it up more often. So we just got to get you to pull back a little bit better. So instead of just kind of pushing your hands out in the way, right? It looks like you're kind of like, almost look like you're fishing a little bit. I'm going to get you to pull back more so you're just in a better position. I may lower your hands just a little bit. And then from there, you just take your normal swing. You're launching back better. But it's really just the position you're getting into isn't really allowing you to get on path as much as you want, okay? So we'll work on that. I got a couple drills for you once I see you.